Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Brian, Massey's Main Entertainment, Randall Nelson, and Doc doing a little movie video tonight. Guilty Pleasures, we're calling it. And the parameters are it has to be rated under 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the critics kind of website where they all chip in and rank certain movies, and they have a tomato meter, and anything that was under 60%, so in other words, 0 to 59%, is eligible. We're each going to give 5 films that we think we like that maybe the critics don't like or the general public doesn't like, whatever the case may be. The order tonight will be Brian, Randy, Doc, and myself. We're going to go around the horn one at a time, so spread things out. So Brian, take it over, and what's your first guilty pleasure?
First guilty pleasure for me is going to be Cannonball Run, which had only a 29% Rotten Tomatoes score, and I thought I love the movie. I think it's rewatchable. I love Roger Moore in it. Obviously Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds, and even Jackie Chan is in it very early on in his career. I think that campy kind of humor to me is just, it's just wonderful. I can watch it anytime. And the bloopers are even funnier when you get to the end of the film and watch some of the bloopers between Reynolds and DeLuise. Just fantastic. I think it's great.
Very good. Randy.
All right, I'm going to lead off with my highest rated, which was only 41%. So my movies the critics really hated. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm going with Tommy Boy from 1995. You got David Spade with his snarky comments, and you got Chris Farley's bungling. And it's one of the most quotable movies. I don't know who hasn't said, "Don't go in there." You'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
or whatever. But it also has Bo Derek and Rob Lowe, plus Julie Warner, who's really nice in this one.
Oh, yeah.
I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
cool.
Good pick.
Very good pick. Love those Callahan tools, man. That's a good one. And I might as well just start off there. Cannonball Run just missed my list, buddy. I'll tell you.
Oh, wow.
Straight in front of me. That's pretty good. So, but I think I'll take the same angle Randy did. I'll go with my highest rated, and it's the only sequel I've got in my list here. So, but I'm going to The Exorcist Part 3, actually. That 58% on the tomatoes. I think it's a fantastic horror movie, man. George C. Scott is bang on for this role, man. And it's William Peter Blatty is getting involved and stuff like this. The script is really, really good. It's creepy, shot really well, like the original Exorcist. Doesn't get talked about enough in the horror genre. Exorcist 3, 2, 3. Nice rebound, man. That's a good flick. I like the movie, man. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, it's a guilty pleasure, but I'm sticking with it.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's got one of the best jump scares in movies you'll ever see, without a doubt.
Nice. All right, mine are pretty much all straightforward, either dramas, thrillers, that type of thing. But I'm going to go with The Pelican Brief from 1993, which surprised me at only 54%. Directed by Alan J. Pakula and starring a great tag team of Julia Roberts and Denzel Washington. A legal thriller, some great chase scenes in there in Washington, D.C. and in the French Quarter of New Orleans. If you like conspiracies, assassinations, government cover-ups, Julia Roberts is a law student who stumbles upon something maybe she shouldn't have her eyes on, and it goes to the higher places in the government, and there's, hitmen sent out and this and that, but very enjoyable. It's a little long in the tooth, over 2.5 hours, but Denzel's the Washington Post reporter who gets the story and tries to help Julia navigate her way through this mess. So that's my first one, 54%, 1993's The Pelican Brief.
Nice.
I like that movie, man.
I like that movie too.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, my turn again?
Yes, sir.
With a wonderful score of 31%, I'm taking 1979's The Amityville Horror.
Wow.
Which really surprised me that I thought it was a really good, scary movie. Yeah, it was based on, the supposed, true stories of George and Kathy Lutz, who said their Dutch colonial home in Amityville, Long Island, was actually, the gateway to hell. And I thought some of the scary parts in it, especially like the eyes of the girl's imaginary friend, kind of shining through the window, kind of even scared the crap out of me when I was little. So I think it's great to go back and watch it. I didn't like the remake with Ryan Reynolds at all, but I think the original is a great movie.
Very good.
Very good.
Good call.
All
All
right.
right. I'm going with, and I'll have to say that I love this whole series, and I could not believe how low a score it got. This only has 31% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I'm going to start out with the original, and it's Underworld. You got vampires and lycans, which is basically werewolves, and Kate Beckinsale, one of the hottest vampires ever. And what's not to like? They kind of created their own universe that was kind of gray and dark and fascinating. And I still don't understand how the critics did like it, because I like the whole
How can you go wrong with Kate Beckinsale and leather? I don't understand.
You cannot.
That's just wrong.
That's 40%. That's 50% right there.
Right there. Yeah, you got 50% right there.
Good pick again, Randy. That's a good one. Mine, I'm going to go with. It's coming in at 48% of the Rotten Tomatoes, and in between Robert Zemeckis starting Castaway, then taking a break, and then Hanks lose all his weight and grow his beard out. He went and made another movie, and he went and made What Lies Beneath. So that's my pick.
I didn't realize it was rated that low, man.
48%, and that's no overlook. Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford. It's a really mystery, creepy kind of flick, man, and as things unraveled in front of you, it's just something that I like these kind of movies, man. This is I could go comedies, I could go horror and stuff like that. Some good twists and turns. I think it's an underrated flick. If you want, obviously I do, because this is a guilty pleasure. I think it's a great flick, to be honest with you. So I got What Lies Beneath at my second spot at 48%.
That's a good one. I like that pick. I didn't realize it was that low either. Under 50%. What a travesty.
Yeah.
My next pick is, this was a blockbuster of a film, Basic Instinct. 55%.
Wow.
I could not believe it. Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone, kind of an erotic thriller, some explicit sex scenes if you're into that, adult, violent, sleazy, pushes the envelope towards what they could show in mainstream entertainment. Sharon Stone's leg crossing interrogation is one for the books. So that was an easy pick for me. When I saw that at 55, it jumped right out at me.
Nice. All right. That is surprising. I can't believe that.
That's
my third pick at 39%. I've got the drama from 2008. Henry Poole Is Here. Just a slice of life movie with Luke Wilson. It's got George Lopez and Radha Mitchell in it as well. About a guy who finds out that he has terminal cancer and that he's going to die. So he basically just resigns himself to locking himself in his house and basically drinking himself till the end. But along the way, he gets befriended by neighbors and has a love interest in Radha Mitchell, comes up with a reason to live. And not to give it too much away, but it ends up being like a happy ending toward the end where he finds out that he got the wrong diagnosis. So I like slice of life movies, and I like this movie, and the critics absolutely hated it. So
nice.
Yeah, a good one.
All right, my next one, it only got 31% from the critics, but not only did the critics hate it, people hated it too. It only got 36% from the people. So this is one that most people did not like, but I did. It's pretty convoluted, but it's the movie The Forgotten with Julianne Moore. Kind of conspiracy movie, somewhat reminiscent of Otto Preminger's Bunny Lake is Missing, if you've ever seen that film. But it's about a missing child, and she's grieving for a child, and the psychiatrist tells her that the child never existed. But I don't know. Some of the special effects in there, I think, are pretty wild, too, how they snatch people out. But yeah, people didn't like it, but I did.
That's what we're going for.
I had forgotten about The Forgotten, to be honest with you.
Right.
So that's a good pick. Well, this won't be a shock to you guys. Okay, you already know it. Eventually, it was going to come. You knew it was coming. Just where it was going to land on the list. But it's at 40%. I have a real soft spot for some stupid comedies once in a while in my life, and it was easy to drop one or two in here on this list. So I got The Couch Trip from 1988. So,
I knew that was coming.
I told you guys would not be shocked that it was going to show up. But all it is I think it's a witty, well scripted comedy that I think it gets overlooked. It doesn't get enough love. I don't think. That's my opinion. Obviously, I can watch this almost at any time, man. I think the humor is just. It's delivery from everybody involved on it. And so Charles Grodin and Dan Aykroyd and Walter Matthau, Donna Dixon. It's a myriad of things that happen in events in a movie that just lead to a lot of comedy in my eyes. And it's a good laugh in my eyes. So liked it then, still like it now. Couch Trip.
Very good.
There you go.
I got another one that's kind of a blockbuster when it came out. I saw it on the big screen. Maybe that's why I like it. I don't think it translates as well on TV, and that's The Perfect Storm. 46%, directed by Wolfgang Peterson of Das Boot fame, which we've talked about before. Based on a true story, these commercial fishermen get caught up in this once-in-a-lifetime storm where these big storms converge and create this perfect storm. Kind of first-rate filmmaking by Peterson. I mean, you believe everything you're looking at. The director does a good job of introducing you to the characters who are hanging out seaside before they take off, the different relationships. So you kind of like the guys that are going out, and then you watch them as, the events happen to them. George Clooney's in it, Mark Wahlberg, Diane Lane, John C. Reilly, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, to name a few. It got a really solid cast. So I like the banter between the different guys. Some guys have jealousy towards each other and so forth. But when it's on the line, they try and save each other's lives. So I think it's a pretty damn good film. 46% on Rotten Tomatoes. The Perfect Storm from the year 2000.
Nice.
I like that movie, man.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip back now to 1984. This movie also got 46%, which is another surprise to me because I actually enjoyed it very much. It maybe the special effects don't hold up as well today, but that's Dreamscape with I couldn't believe, with Dennis Quaid, and it's got Max von Sydow in it and Christopher Plummer, Kate Capshaw, about this the guy who develops the ability, a machine that gives them the ability, if they have certain psychic powers already, to enter people's dreams. And of course, with their advanced minds, they're able to shape dreams into anything that they want. And he actually does battle with another guy who's like a total sociopath who is hired by a secret government agency to assassinate the president in his dreams. So it's kind of a little bit of a sci-fi mixed with a little bit of conspiracy type stuff. But I was surprised. 46% does seem ridiculous for a movie like that. So
great, good one.
Right. All right. My next one's at 25%. It's an older movie from the 60s. It's Lady in Cement, which is the second Tony Rome movie with Frank Sinatra. He's been accused of just kind of, where he plays a private investigator. He's been accused of kind of like walking through this movie, but when you see Raquel Welch come out of the swimming pool, the whole movie's worth it. They have some great Miami location shooting too, but I enjoyed it. And Frank Sinatra, it's not one of his best, but I enjoyed the film, and I thought that Raquel Welch actually did a very good job in this one.
Very good.
Nice.
I could have picked some other Raquel Welch movies too,
of course.
that I would watch.
So that's going to lead me to mine coming out from 1991 with 36%. Go figure, Rich. I also have a Wolfgang Peterson movie. This is weird. I've got Shattered from 1991.
Oh yeah, Shattered. Yep.
36%. I don't know why. I think it's a really good, twisty mystery. Tom Berenger, Corbin Bernstein's in it. Greta Scacchi's in it. Bob Hoskins is in it. It's a movie that keeps you guessing almost right to the end if you want the truth. It's one of these once again, and I think it's one of the ones that don't get talked about again enough, man. It's a really catchy kind of flick, and I think Wolfgang Peterson did another great job here. That's my take. As much as I love Das Boot, I got Shattered and probably Perfect Storm in the same neighborhood as like a second tier, but really good movies from him. So that's my pick. Overlooked.
Very good.
Yeah.
My next pick is sort of, you could call it a slow plotting movie, but I like the subject matter, and that's The Good Shepherd.
Oh yeah.
56%, directed by Robert De Niro, one of the few handful of films he's directed, I think 2 or 3. Spy film, the beginning of the birth of the CIA post World War II. Matt Damon, another fantastic performance by him. You got moles and counterintelligence and secrets and very complex. The inner workings of the CIA spy. Angelina Jolie is in here as Damon's wife. William Hurt, Billy Crudup, Timothy Hutton, Eddie Redmayne, John Turturro. Really a big cast. It's kind of, you have to stick with it because there's a lot of weaving back and forth with these characters. But I thought it was an excellent. And to get 56%, I had it in my top 10 that year, 2006. So really surprised me it was that low.
All right.
Last one.
Last pick here, guys. This is my highest rated one at 55%. It's Alien Resurrection.
Oh, yeah.
It's directed by one of my favorite French directors, Jean-Pierre Jeunet. It's probably the only American film I can name by him. He also did City of Lost Children, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. But it's got Sigourney Weaver in it. It's got Ron Perlman in it. Brad Dourif. It's got a great cast. Michael Wincott's in it. And I thought the story was actually pretty good. And for some reason, they just absolutely panned it critically. And I get it. Maybe there was some burnout with the Alien franchise there for a while. I think that's probably part of it. But still a good rewatch for me. It's entertaining from the start to finish. So.
Very good.
That pick, actually. It's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
All right, I got another movie rocking at 25%, and that's the Dan Brown movie that was made after his famous book. That's the Da Vinci Code. I don't know. I like it. It's a conspiracy thriller where there's clues in paintings and churches and all that kind of stuff. But I love the location shooting. A lot of it was because I've been to some of those places, including they got a shoot in the Louvre, which I thought was pretty cool. It's kind of like entertaining nonsense, I would call it. And the people that tried to make, I think a lot of it, what hurt it is people trying to find truth in this, all this maze of stuff. And it's, like I said, it's just kind of entertaining nonsense to me. But I enjoyed it. I love conspiracy movies. I just don't like conspiracies in real life.
I was going to go with something else. I really honestly was. I almost feel like saying I was going to pick this one, but I've changed my mind on what I'm actually going to give you as another, should we say, guilty pleasure that I kind of enjoy that the rest of the world really doesn't like. So I'm going to go there as much as I thought I was going to go in order. This is at 43% from 2004. Sigourney Weaver. There you go. She makes an appearance. William Hurt. Joaquin. Adrian Brody. I got The Village from M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I like
I almost put that one on there.
That's a good one.
There you go. So I'm not alone, I guess, in the thinking here. It's listen, it's not talked in the top tier of The Sixth Sense or Unbreakable or anything else that like his top movies are. Still, the premise is really cool, man. And when you look back, the movie that came out, I liked it when it came out, then it faded on me, and then I've liked it more in the last like 5 or 10 years of my life, where I go back and I check it out every once in a blue moon, and it's, man, that's a pretty slick movie actually when you get down to it. As much as the premise is maybe a little quirky at the end, it's still a pretty slick movie. So yeah, I got The Village in there, man. It was almost going to be Club Paradise. I'll drop it in there as my 6th, but
I'm glad you took The Village. I had forgotten about that.
Nice,
I liked it
nice
too.
job.
Yeah, I remember it got panned pretty much, but I when I saw it, I liked it.
Yeah, same way I thought.
My last one is my lowest one. That's 31% for The Lovely Bones, directed by Peter Jackson at 31%. Kind of a challenging movie where this 14-year-old girl is brutally murdered early on, and then she's narrating the afterlife, telling how her family has dealt with her tragedy and eventually how they identify who her killer or murderer was. Really well done by Peter Jackson. Kind of some, I don't know, visually stunning, flowery kind of things. It's kind of fantasy and a little bit spiritual in a way, but it's a flawed film. But I really liked it. I liked Saoirse Ronan, the lead actress here, and Mark Wahlberg and Rachel Weisz as the parents, Stanley Tucci as the neighbor, Michael Imperioli of Sopranos fame as the detective. Just a pretty solid movie and deserving of much more than 31%. So there it is. We each gave 5 good ones. Recommendations for people out there that missed these films the first time around. Go check them out. At least there's one person on earth that likes them. Much to the Rotten Tomatoes chagrin, so to speak. So, guilty pleasures. Hope you enjoyed. Leave some of your guilty pleasures in the comments below if you have some.
Definitely.
We'd like to read about them and banter back and forth. So for Brian, Randy, Doc, this is Rich. Take care. See you next time. Bye.